Hello everyone, Ryan here. So this is my response to a discussion topic. I recently saw fellow Booktubers Worthathousandwords and Libri Labra talk about, and it has to do with obscurity. Well, I guess technically obscure books, underrated books. Also, I suppose independent authors who don't get the attention they deserve and all of that. And I suppose for the most part I agree with that, it's unfortunate that book reviews, when it comes to the Booktube community, book reviews get the least amount of views unless it's an extremely popular book that, everyone and their grandmother are reading, talking about. Otherwise, if it's a really old book or, an obscure book or, a book that was published by an independent author, and, usually that's something that most people aren't too interested in hearing about. So, which, I get that. I understand that to a certain extent. And, but I definitely do believe that book reviews should get more views. I believe that, every book, every author deserves, at least a small amount of recognition for, just for creating, putting something out there in society. And so, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not really sure if there is an exact permanent solution as far as, helping book reviews or obscure books or independent authors, get more attention. Especially now, that this new YouTube policy is going to be implemented, and which definitely sucks. But at the same time, I guess I'm not too worried about it because I don't really see myself monetizing any content on my channel anytime in the near future. Though I do know that a lot of other booktubers, YouTubers are concerned about that. And, hey, if you are concerned about that, and if you are trying to, up your view count and all that, I definitely hope that you do meet your goals. And, just for me personally, I don't want to lose any sleep over it. That's just the kind of person I've always been. I've never been into trends or, caring about what's popular at the time. And, in general, I've always considered myself to be an obscure person. An obscure person, who, and the books that I read, the music that I listen to, the things that I create, I've always considered them to be obscure. And if you don't believe me, I'll provide some links to some of my original music and poetry. And yeah, check those out. And if after seeing those, listening to those, you still don't believe me, then I don't know what your definition of obscure is. It's and I don't know, I guess, to a certain extent, I like delving into the obscure. I like delving into things that I know, not a whole lot of other people are caring about. And, but then I've always believed that to be a good thing. I've always believed that, when it comes to to anything really, but especially anything creative. I've always believed that, it's usually the people who think outside the box, who don't conform to what everyone else is, doing. Usually the people who don't follow the herd I've always believed that they are the ones who, help inspire other people to do the same, at least in some kind of capacity. And I'm not saying that every free thinker ultimately ends up being this great leader that goes down in history. But there are a lot of them that do. Just not every single free thinker, but a good percentage of them. But and not only that, man, not just free thinkers. I should also say, just ideas that aren't limiting. Theories that aren't limiting. I guess I happen to believe that creativity in general really helps people. Any human being can help any human being see the world through a different perspective, and thus ultimately bring about some kind of new understanding as to how to approach certain things within society. And sometimes that brings about really great change. Sometimes it doesn't really bring about much, or rather, I guess usually doesn't seem to help bring about much change. But it usually does. It's just, sometimes it takes a little while for the seeds to be planted and sowed and grow into something spectacular. I don't know. I feel like I might have gone off on a tangent a little bit. Ultimately, I guess what I'm saying is, I don't believe anybody should lose any sleep. I don't believe anybody should worry too much about things like view count, being a popular booktuber or YouTuber, or, but again, if you do worry about that because you're trying to reach some kind of goal, again, I do hope those goals are reached and all that. But I guess what I'm saying is, there's no point in worrying about things really that are out of your control, and just keep on doing what you do. If you have a Booktube channel or YouTube channel and you enjoy creating a lot of content, even if it is, say, if you enjoy talking about a lot of books that even if you enjoy talking about books that nobody else is talking about, I say, just do it. Just keep doing it. And it shouldn't matter whether or not people actually watch your book reviews or any of your content. That's how I feel. I know not everybody's going to feel the same way. That's just how I feel. So, in the long run, I guess all we really can do is, each of us can at least just watch a couple more book reviews every day or every other day. If we happen to read any kind of book that was published, self-published or published by an independent author, and if it happens to be a pretty good book, even if it's like a pretty decent book, then the least we can do is, talk about it, share it with other people, recommend it to other people, and I feel like just as long as we do that, just on a regular basis, doesn't have to be every single day, just on a regular basis, then I figure at least then there'll be enough people caring about book reviews and caring about obscure books or books, published by, or very underrated books, or books by independent authors. So yeah, don't know what else to say about that topic. So let me know what you think about this. And that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As always, till next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.